Welcome to today's video. It is going to be a quick one because I just wanted to start this series because I've been doing it in my own time, but I really think it'd be a fun series. And that is picking books from a TBR jar that my friend made for me. Isn't she cute? It has oranges on it. Everything in here, I don't know what these books are. They are all 5-star reads that my friend wants me to read, and she put them in here. But because I've had this for a couple months now, I have read 3 books from it, and so I thought I would just like rapid fire reviews for them, just so that we can have like a first episode to the jar series and just kind of, I don't know, like start this off with like some quick reviews. And my goal is to make this a very quick video so that you can just like watch and move on with life. I don't want to be taking up too much of your time. Wonder if it will. She'll sit right there. I feel like she'll fall though. I'm scared. Yeah, I think she's fine. Okay, she's fine. She's fine. The first book that we have read is When Stars Are Scattered. This is a graphic novel and it's based on like a true story, which I found really interesting and I didn't realize until the end. But it kind of shows you life at a refugee camp and all of the struggles that are like external. Like life at a refugee camp is not easy, and so it shows you all those external struggles but also those internal struggles, because we follow an orphan and his brother who has a disability, and they're both really young. I think the oldest was about 10 or 12. And we follow them through their struggles at this refugee camp and dealing with the fact that they have been separated from their mother. They don't know if she's alive or not. They're also dealing with wanting to immigrate to America specifically. A lot of people in the camp are immigrating to Canada, but there's like this process that, you know, only certain refugees get chosen and you have to go through interview, and it kind of just feels like a hopeless dream to them. I thought this book was amazing. Like, I've never really been into graphic novels, but this was one I couldn't put down, and it honestly was so sad because it was so like emotional. Like I never really thought about some of the things that they were dealing with and some of the things that they were talking about in this book, and having it be a graphic novel, like I could read it. I think I read it in like 2 hours or something because it was so quick to read but also so gripping. Next, what do we have? We have The Women by Kristen Hanna. I don't know. I say I'm not a historical fiction girly, but I've never read a historical fiction that I don't like. Pretty much The Women is dealing with the Vietnam War and women that were deployed to Vietnam to be nurses. Our main character, Frankie, in the first part of the book is in Vietnam, and she kind of not only is dealing with the struggles of war, but also with the struggles of just like growing up. I think she's 17 or 18 when she first gets deployed. She goes over to try and make her parents proud, just like her brother is deployed, and her brother dies very early on in the book, and then she is still in Vietnam. And it's actually really sad, but she is not making her parents proud. She's actually like learns when she goes home that she has been an embarrassment to her parents because women do not go to Vietnam. Not only that, but when she is home and she is dealing with, you know, PTSD or like trying to immigrate back into society, she is not having the best time. She keeps getting told that she's pretty much crazy for thinking she was in Vietnam because there are no women in Vietnam. It showed the real horrors of like coming home from war, because people don't get it. If you haven't been to war, you don't know what people have been through, and I think that it really showed like the horrors of war, not only the Vietnam War, which is where it takes place, but also like any war. Like it deals with a lot of issues of PTSD and depression, anxiety, and things like that. I do think that it was a really well written book, and I think that she as a character really reflected the PTSD of being in a war like that. And lastly, rapid fire, we have Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. Loved that book. 5-star, 5-star, 5-star. I think I am still in a reading slump, like a 5-star read slump from that book. I finished Sunrise on the Reaping back in May and literally loved it. I've never read any of the other Hunger Games books, but I did listen to the audiobook for Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and I liked it, but nothing compared to the feeling of reading Sunrise on the Reaping. Like, phenomenal. Right now we are getting prequel books, and so this one, Sunrise on the Reaping, is about the 50th Hunger Games, and our main character Haymitch, who is actually the mentor of the main characters in the Hunger Games. And let me tell you, I love Haymitch, I love Haymitch, I love Haymitch. The 50th Hunger Games, being a quarter quell, has to have some kind of big special thing happening because it is the big 50. And that big special thing is, instead of reaping one girl and one boy from each district, we have 2 girls and 2 boys from each district. So we are reaping 4 people from each of the 12 districts. And that just, starting off, led to like a lot of like, oh my god. And then the oh my god got like way worse. Pretty much we're following Haymitch as he tries to break the game, and he kind of is trying to rebel against the capital, and he kind of has his own like little beef rivalry with Snow. That's very interesting to read. I won't say more than that. Speaking of the casting for Sunrise on the Reaping movie, like, chef's kiss. Like, I know we're getting like sidetracked right now, but I watched We Were Liars and I was like, that's my Haymitch. That's my Haymitch. Also, We Were Liars TV show, better than the book. I said it. I said it. But anyway, thank you for watching my quick rapid fire reviews of books I've picked out of a jar. These were all books that my friend rated 5 stars and really wanted me to read, and they were all in this jar, and I had picked them out and read them. I will be doing a video soon where I do pick. Stay tuned for that. This was just to catch us up to where I am in my TBR jar journey, but also, isn't she cute? With that, I will see you next time, where hopefully I am picking some books from the jar.